Spoto, AFC South. TD, it's either this or the NFC East for the best division, and we get it tonight. Prime time action with everybody on Twitch, YouTube, and of course inside Pizza Hut Stadium.
Let's go. I am fired up for this division. I think it's the best division of the tournament, the best division in club championship history. Let's go.
Let's go!
Over the middle. How about we start off with a turnover? Sean T with the pick. Spoto looking for points to the 9-yard line. What a way to kick things off. And you know, Papa Spoto's pumped about that one.
Fireworks to start the AFC South. Spoto, he can breathe a sigh of relief. I'm going to take a deep breath. What a play to start Sean Taylor. He's been such a difference maker these first 2 days of the final 32. And what a mistake for Wesley to start this thing off.
Gone way too soon. The late, great Sean T. forever embodied in the game of Madden. That's the best part about Ultimate Team TD. Seeing the stars of yesterday and today, and those stars who we can't watch anymore still get immortalized in the game of virtual football.
Yeah, it's the coolest thing ever, and that's Sean Taylor. Every year, year in and year out, an Ultimate Team is the best safety. You put him at linebacker, he's always causing havoc. He's getting hit sticks, he's getting picks, and now Spoto already inside the 10-yard line. And he's cooking with in business early.
Cooking with fire. The longtime Viking, Kansas City Chief, Oakland Raider, Washington, Rich Cannon at the helm. A lot of players using that cannon. And it's going to be a handoff to Barry Sanders. Only played for one team with his career, and boy, what a career it was.
What a career that Barry Sanders. And you're going to see Spoto here in that Las Vegas Raiders offensive playbook. We've talked about that playbook enough. You know how good it is. We're going to see trips tight end. We're going to see some of these under center I-form formations. Just got to look to punch it in here. Going to set his audibles now, get him set up. The clock's ticking against him, though. Might have to call a timeout at this spot, which would be kind of unfortunate, but he is up a stop, so it's not too much of a big deal.
By the way, I would be remiss. I mean, not only was Rich Gannon a fantastic quarterback in the NFL, it's a fantastic broadcaster paired this year with the legend Greg Gumbel over on CBS. I always love listening to those guys call games.
Oh, yeah, CBS, Fox, they got so many great pairs, so much great talent. And now we're going to see Spoto here, going to audible to a little power O, looks like out of the goal line formation.
Second and goal. It is Bo Jackson. Don't need to bolt through anyone when everyone's blocked. Spoto, what a start to this game. A pick, and 2 plays later, he's into the end zone.
Big time start for Spoto, and I think everyone has Wesley as the favorite, but they're forgetting this guy Spoto has been there, done that. He's been in the finals. Wesley has not been in the finals, so Spoto's been to a finals. He took that year off. He's come back refreshed, and he's looked great this whole Madden 21 season so far.
So let's be clear, the last tournament he played, he made the finals. This is his first tournament since then. He's starting off strong here against Wesley. We'll turn this to the 19-yard line. Our Snickers intercepted replay, throw out of sack.
Yeah, trying to go to the seam, but he's getting hit as he throws, and Sean Taylor with the click on user pick. That throw out of sack, man, it's been huge.
Take it for 6, take it for 6, take it for 6.
Almost was able to take that one to the end zone. So Wesley back on offense, looking to find his own players this time. He'll throw a hitch route. DK Metcalf out there, a receiver we haven't seen a ton of here late in the Madden season.
Yeah, he's got Randy Moss, Deion Sanders, a playmaker, and DK Metcalf. Pretty great pair to go there. And we know this about Wesley. He's a gunslinger. He's looking to throw it and rip it every play. He's going to make some mistakes. He's going to throw you a couple, but he's always usually throwing lasers as well.
And there's one of them, Randy Moss on the left side of the 39-yard line. Shout out to the legend, Clef the God. Say this is the best division in the whole tournament coming up, in my opinion, the AFC South. Any one of these guys could win the division. Make sure you use that hashtag Madden Club Championship to get your tweet possibly read out on air. Shout out to Clef. I know he was sitting there saying earlier, it is awful watching this tournament at home. He said he's going to do whatever it takes to get back here. And you know what, TD? I believe him.
Oh, no doubt about it. When Clef says he's going to do something, he does it. One of the biggest stars in the game. We got Wesley in that category. We got Henry. Clef's in that category of guys for a potential belt. So cool to see Clef showing love.
5th EA major appearance for young Mike Spoto. His short career so far, 6th EA major appearance for Wesley. That's what's crazy. Wesley's 22 years old. He already feels like a veteran of the game.
Oh, without a doubt. He's had so much experience at such a young age. And, you know, I think we forgot to mention, too, remember, this is an 8-1-8 versus TNC rivalry match. In my opinion, the 2 best crews of Madden 21.
It's a quick throw to the flat. Jermichael Finley. Boy, how good has he been at tight end? A tough matchup for any defense.
He's a stud. He really is. He's a weapon out there. Just throws a little quick flat route to him. Had a man coverage, but no one was on the tight end. And Wesley takes advantage.
Gun bunch, no surprise from Wesley. 3-man rush. Gannon rolling right, waiting for that corner out. It's not open, so what he'll do, he'll take off, pick up his 3 yards, get to his 2nd and 7.
Goes to the flood concept to the bunch side. He had that smart routed corner route. He had a flat and a streak and then backside drag. I thought he maybe wanted to throw that corner out the last second, but he stays safe and he goes down with the quarterback for a positive gain.
Bo Jackson on the right hip of Rich Gannon. Only 2-man rush from Spoto. Great pocket from Wesley. Great pocket from Wesley. Gannon still takes a hit, but he holds on to the ball. He'll pick up a couple.
Great pocket presence. I thought he had X for a while there. I love the route combo. He had a little hitch from X. He had the running back on an option, so they both sat down versus the zone, but just didn't pull the trigger. But great pocket, and now a big 3rd and 3. Like we said, this is where it gets very difficult as the field shrinks. Looks like he's going to go a little gimmick bubblegum here out of this gun doubles.
Looks like he's setting up a little orbit bubble screen perhaps, and he'll throw to the bubble screen. Oh, what a click on by Spoto, sniffing out the bubble gum, chewing it up, spitting it out.
And that's the thing. See, when you get down here, these guys, they've been labbing. They're trying to find these cool little things they can do in the red zone. But Spoto looked like he scouted that. He was ready for that in the flats, and he forces Wesley to take his 3.
7-3 our score. Spoto. Now we'll get to see what Spoto's offense looks like with a normal-sized field. He had a short field to work with off the interception. Very different working from the 25-yard line than getting to start on your own 9.
Without a doubt. You know, we haven't seen him on offense yet, really, with that field to work with, like you said. See what he cooks up, because we talked about Wesley as kind of that gunslinger that'll make some mistakes, but Spoto's kind of similar. He'll make a few mistakes, too. We'll see if he dials it back and he's more precise with his offensive approach.
Spoto, the number 2 total offensive yards per game out of the final 32. Shade over 204 yards per game. He's on 1st and 10. He also running with Rich Gannon. Gannon out of bounds.
Hello?
I mean, Wesley, you did take a tackle with Gannon and he didn't bump this up. I mean, it's one apiece.
Nice.
Now both guys have used a timeout, but first half, not super important. You can use them if you need to think about what you're doing.
Wesley only giving up 83 yards per game out of the final 32. Good for number 2. As he's to take the shot down the field, Moss in double coverage, can't make the play.
That's what I said about young Spoto. He'll take some shots. He takes some chances. He's a little risky with it. Had a couple steps on him, but 2 defenders there. He's fortunate that wasn't intercepted.
Tiddy, both these guys, they're absolute gunslingers.
Without a doubt.
Your right side, when in doubt, corner route. Tony Gonzalez to midfield, big pickup. 20 yards on 3rd down.
And I talked about earlier how this is kind of a defensive game here in Madden 21. But look, out of anyone in the tournament, if there's going to be an offensive battle, an offensive showcase, it's going to be between these 2 guys.
What I love about this, you look at the numbers, these guys love to work quickly. Both top 6 in no huddle frequency. They love to work quickly when they're able to pick up yards. And you see that even with passing offenses, the clock, it runs down real fast. 7-3, Spoto with the lead in the ball.
Absolute gunslingers, like you said. These guys like to use a lot of tempo, too. They move very quickly. They make fast, hot routes. They like to get busy, and they like to get busy fast.
First and 10. 3-man rush from Wesley, and be a fine for Sanders. Interesting when you look at Wesley's defensive tactics, TD. He is one of the least number of runs, some of the least blitzes of anybody. Bottom 5 blitz percentage, only running blitzes on 2% of his plays. He trusts that coverage.
He does. And he makes a lot of adjustments, too. He really trusts his coverage defense as he brings a little bit of heat here.
Shade it down.
Risky pass, but those curl routes, as we talked about, Nick, you know TNC, they love those curl routes.
Oh, they love them. I think the C in TNC stands, it's total nonstop curls, I think is what TNC stands for. 2nd and 3 to the ground game goes Spoto. Look at Barry Sanders fighting through the tackle. He'll get a yard. 3rd and 2, big play here for both players.
Spoto gonna go to aggressive ball carry on this 3rd and 2. Looking to fall forward. You got to think he's giving it to maybe Bo Jackson, one of those big body running backs. Marcel Reese maybe try to fall forward and get this 1st down.
He's got Bo Jackson, the top of the eye, and he will get the carry. Oh, he had a lane, but he missed it. And now 4th down for Spoto. What a defensive, a little bit of a lucky play there for Wesley.
Decision time for young Mike Spoto. Wesley begging him to go for it, but he's going to take his 3.
You heard Spoto right there. It's 10-3. Said I needed to get points there. That can be the difference, TD. Just putting points on the board, even though you want that 7. It's important to just get something up there.
I think it's a good decision. He's looked good on defense so far. Go up by 7. It gets tough down there inside that red zone. Take your 3, get back on D.
Back to work goes young Wesley, getting 22 years old. Taylorsville, Georgia. What can he do? As he's got a man wide open downfield, but because the pressure that Spoto brought, who, by the way, sends blitzes about 13% of his plays, he wants to make the quarterback uncomfortable. He did it there.
He did. He missed him, too. Wesley had him even earlier. He's on the run. Rich Gannon doesn't have that escape artist. He doesn't have dashing deadeye. You're not going to be able to throw great on the run. Unfortunate.
Gannon right side. Oh, Jermichael Finley. Oh, a little stop and go. Oh, hesitation. And he'll pick up a 1st down to the 49-yard line.
Great play right there. A little out route to the tight end. The thing about Wesley and this 818 crew, guys like him, Henry, and Young Kiv, they are just exceptional. They are trendsetters when it comes to this gun bunch. They always have some unique route combos that really work and that you don't really expect. You saw it there. Wesley had an interesting route combo, but those tight end out routes really good versus man. Have been for a while.
Guys, remember, get excited for a special presentation of the Pro Bowl Madden NFL 21 edition presented by Verizon. A Pro Bowl game unlike any other, airing right here. That's right, you're in the right place already. Right here on an EA Madden NFL Twitch channel. See Deshaun Watson and Kyler Murray lead their 2 teams of fellow NFL stars and celebrities as they go head-to-head in the game of Madden. Speaking of head-to-head, we got a battle here head-to-head. 10-3, Wesley 2nd and short. He'll look left side. Tony G making sweet music.
Great read right there. Spoto brought the bleacher blitz. He brought the corner off the outside. Wesley had the outside receiver wide open, but he checks it down to the drag. Nice little flood concept. He's able to pick up the 1st.
2-minute warning. Quick game so far between these 2 offensive masterminds. The gunslingers. It's like a Wild West shootout at the OK Corral. Gannon rolling right. Might have him downfield, but real nice job by Spoto's user taking away those routes.
I thought he might have him too, but Spoto's doing a great job trying to bait him into that. He wants him to throw that so we can click on and make a user catch. Wesley known as the gunslinger, but he's holding that trigger a little bit. He's not throwing it, being smart.
Stepping right, throwing back left. He's got that out of position prime time. Gets 4.
Speaking of the gunslinger, that was a little scary right there. That playmaker, though, Deion Sanders, so good, but he threw it crossbody. 2 guys were in the area. And now, once again, Wesley in that red zone. He struggled last time. See what he's got on this crucial 3rd and 6.
We'll see how aggressive Wesley gets if he's not able to pick this one up. He's thinking 6 on this play, though. 22 yards out. Marcel Reese on the left hip of Gannon. 2-man rush as Gannon rolls right. Good coverage. He's going to take the shot to the end zone. Oh, boy, was that risking it for the biscuit.
I'm tripping.
He finally takes those chances. Wesley loves those chances. He's risky with it. Another flood concept. This time the tight end on the corner route. Spoto was all over it but couldn't come up with the pick. And once again, Wesley is kicking these field goals. Will this come back to haunt him?
10-6 the score. The red zone offense right now, the boogaboo for Wesley. As now Spoto, minute 16 to go, he's got 2 timeouts. Plenty of time on the clock to get downfield and extend this lead.
And I love the way Spoto was mixing up his coverages as well. You saw him go a lot of straight man across the board. Then you saw him go some zones, making a lot of adjustments. Now he gets a chance to really break this thing open.
There's Barry out of the backfield. That little angle route action from Barry Sanders, and we talked about moving quickly. He's going to go to the no huddle. Wesley slows it down with the timeout.
Those halfback angle routes are so good here in Madden 21. You know, it's going to get in a little pocket in between the zones. It's going to torch man to man, especially if you have that backfield mismatch. Nice little play to start the drive for Spoto.
1st and 10. Bo Jackson motions over to the left side. It's Gannon in the pocket. Looking left side. It's Tony Gonzalez wide open. Wesley tried to send some heat, it looked like. Spoto, he's got himself a little fire protection in the backfield.
Wesley sending a lot of zone blitzes right now. He's really trying to make Spoto make a mistake with Spoto with that sharp tight end corner route. Nice read, wide open on the sidelines.
Pizza Hut Stadium, the site of all our fantastic club championship games from here on out. Big shout out to Pizza Hut, our first ever virtual Stadium Reds deal. As it's a throw over the middle, looks
nice
like,
and
it's a completion for a 1st down.
The Hawks. What you doing? Are you in talk, man?
And we're back.
Interesting.
Uh-oh, Gannon has Omaha active now.
Oh, I just got a penalty, didn't I?
Talk about one of the biggest game-changing abilities, the best ability for a quarterback, Omaha.
Why does he throw it to the right?
One of the best abilities in the game, but Spoto just got a penalty for throwing it out of bounds, and now he's moved back, potentially almost out of field goal range. That was a big-time throwaway that he wasn't out of the pocket. Wow.
Still got Omaha active, though, able to see defensive play art, so this could spell disaster for Wesley. 2nd and 20. Listen, knowledge is power, but when the heat gets there, it doesn't matter how smart you are.
It doesn't, and that was a good playmaker right there, but the pressure came in. Wesley starting to tighten up. That penalty really helped him. If you're Spoto, you might want to just run the ball here, try to get a few yards and kick that field goal. You don't want to make a mistake in this moment.
Gannon the cannon. 3rd and 20. 3-man rush. Looking right side, that's prime time with the catch. He'll get back a great chunk of yards, 14 yards. Timeout taken by Wesley. 4th and 6, and Spoto staying smart. He's going to kick the 3.
That was a great play. It forced Wesley to also use his timeout. It was a safe play to the playmaker. And now Wesley's going to get the ball with only 29 seconds here, no timeouts. Very difficult spot. Great drive by Spoto. Way to bounce back after that penalty as well.
.26 seconds, no timeouts. Normally you'd say it's just a run the ball, but for Wesley, you know he's looking. If there's somebody I could trust to maybe even get points on this drive, it's a guy like Wesley.
This is Wesley Gittins. He is not going to run the ball in this situation. He is going to sling it, but this is a spot where you don't want to make a mistake that can really put your opponent in control.
Throws this one away on 1st down. Marcel Reese out there at halfback. Gannon. Rolling right, and he's going to take off. He'll pick up the 1st down, step out of bounds. 14 seconds left. Not a lot of time. He's going to have to use those sidelines.
Yeah, not a lot of time here. He's going to keep, I think he's going to keep trying to sling it. The smart decision would just be to run it, but knowing Wesley, he's trying to get out of bounds, and he's trying to make a play.
First down. 3-man rush, picked up nicely. Now it's 4. Rolling out, looking for any sort of bounce. Throws it up the seam. He's got him. That DK Metcalf. Can he get out of bounds before the clock runs out? 1 second. He gets there. It'd be a 58-yard field goal. What a play from Wesley.
What a play by Wesley. That is as clutch gets. But now this is a very difficult kick. 58 yards.
Does he have the leg? Yes, indeed. What a way to end the half. Wesley Gittins, the 200 IQ play.
What a play by Wesley to put him right back in this game. That is as clutch gets. He rolls out, playmakers, gets out of bounds with a second to go. Phenomenal play by Wesley.
It will be Spoto with the ball to start the second half. But for now, it is halftime. Take a deep breath, ladies and gentlemen, because this one is going to be a dogfight. Spoto and Wesley, 13-9. Cannot wait to see what the second half has with these two gunslingers. TD, I have no idea how this one's going to go. It's Wesley, 3 field goals, but he's kept himself in the game.
This is a battle. Both these guys playing great. Wesley with a clutch play. I mean, that was incredible. We're going to go to the second half with this game still wide open.
What do you think the mood is in both of these rooms? It's got to, you could cut the tension with a knife.
Yeah, I was going to say this is intense. You can see in both guys' faces. I mean, Spoto looks like he's stressed. Wesley's stressed. Whew. These last 2 games, man, I'm sweating.
Well, you know, you and me, I think a lot of people, we're believers in momentum. We believe that momentum is a thing in Madden. And for Spoto and Wesley in this game, Wesley getting that field goal to end the second half with a big play down the field. It's got to put a little bit of momentum, even though he's down by 4 and doesn't have ball. That's got to put a little bit of momentum on his side.
Yeah, that was big. You know, most guys in that situation, like we said, would just run the ball. They would cut their losses, not Wesley. He's going to sling it out. He's going to take some chances, and it really paid off.
And with that field goal, I mean, it keeps him tight in this game, even if he's able to stop Spoto for a field goal to stay a 1-score game. You know, for Spoto, he's been able to move the ball pretty effectively. The big play in this game being that early turnover. First play of the game, TD. That's the trend setter. That's the difference.
That was really huge. That first play really got the momentum going. The other thing I would say is every time Wesley gets down there into range, he's having to settle for field goals. And Spoto does have the touchdown. That's been the difference right now. If you can get Wesley to kick field goals with how potent he is on offense, you put yourself in a good chance.
TD, you want to see the second half of this one? Because I can't wait.
Yeah, this is going to be a good ending. I just have that feeling, Nick.
And by the way, how about we still got 3 more games after this one? I mean, it is a great day to be a fan of competitive Madden. As Spoto with the ball first, he will pick up maybe a yard or 2 with Barry Sanders.
And we talked about how stacked this AFC South was going to be and how good these games could potentially be, and this first game has lived up to the hype.
Come on.
Hit as he throws. Oh! Throw out a sack, and Wesley gets one back to start the second half. And Williams, all sorts of space. The defense put points on the board for the former Joe Rice. He takes the lead.
Wesley's defense stepping up big time with the pick 6. It was Spoto's defense to start the game. It's Wesley's defense to start the second half. What a turn of events.
Throw out a sack. It'll make every Madden player nauseous when they see that. Wesley with the touchdown gets one back and has a 3-point lead. Take a look one more time at our Snickers intercepted replay.
Throw out a sack. Williams, he clicks on, he makes the pick, and he's untouched to the end zone. No one's catching him.
Wesley said he's worked hard to improve his defense. Well, it worked right there. Gannon on first and 10 for Spoto. Down by 3. Stepping up. Throws this one away. Let's bring in the third man in the booth. One great user. This game feels totally different after that pick.
Absolutely. Y'all really might not understand how great of defensive stop that was for Wesley. Spoto had Omaha and got a pick 6 to the apartments. Spoto could see exactly what Wesley was doing, but at the end of the day, Wesley being Johnny on the spot, having great user, Spoto just being a little late on his reads. He had his playmaker, but he didn't trust it, didn't wait on it, and end up throwing a throw out of sack, pick 6 to the Baja. Listen, man, when I tell you Wesley, he's showing a lot of heart, showing a lot of composure, especially to come out here to throw a pick 6 on that opening play. I thought Spoto was about to run away from it. And then the play before half to get out of bounds of 1 second. Listen, you might be right, TD. He might be the next one. He might be the next one. He's looking real good.
That's fine. Make a decision, Spoto.
16-13 our score. Shout out to user hopping in, giving us the insight. TD, that play at the end of the half, it could have changed the entire complexion of the game.
It really did. And if you look at the body language of both these guys, it's really sticking out to me. Spoto looks stressed. He looks like not himself. He looks upset with himself, and Wesley looks locked in. He looks composed, and we have a big play in the game right here. 4th and 5 at his own 30.
Oh boy, if Spoto wants some momentum back, he needs a pick up here. 4th down and a nickel. Gannon rolling right. He's got the corner out perhaps. Great throw from Gannon. The fist pump from Spoto. The confidence is back in the young man from Staten Island.
The kid's clutch. What else can you say? Flood concept to the wide side. A corner row wide open behind the zone defense. Spoto stays alive and converts. Ooh!
Ooh, a little sticky on the run. Shout out to Swolosimo, one of the great men in the Madden community, saying, don't be surprised at all if Spoto wins this game. Remember, use that hashtag Madden Club Championship. Swole, I think you hit the nail on the head, TD. This is anyone's ball game.
Oh, without a doubt. This game is down to the wire. Anyone can win this thing.
2nd and 6. Bo motions to the right side. Gannon. A scramble, and he'll go out of bounds. Picking up 5, 3rd and a yard.
Yeah, nice little rollout right there. Great pocket. And he got out of bounds, too. Didn't risk the fumble. Smart. Now the whole playbook's open here for Spoto on this 3rd and 1.
He'll hand the ball off to Bo. And when you need a tough yard, when you need a gritty yard, you give it to the two-sport athlete, Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson, such a beast, always falling forward. Great play call by Spoto. Now he's got a new set of downs. He's looking good.
1st and 10. Bo Jackson motions right. Timeout taken by Wesley. One of those precious second half timeouts. Bo back in motion. He's getting his cardio workout behind the line of scrimmage. Time 3-man rush from Wesley, and somehow with all those people in coverage, Tony G got open.
What a great route combo. He motioned over that streak. Looked like he had a step on him, so Wesley had to go over and guard that streak. It allowed the tight end crosser to beat his man. Just a great route combo by Spoto. Now he's in the red zone.
Quick snap here, and it's Barry Sanders up the middle. TD, this drive feels monstrous. If Spoto can get 7 here, the pressure goes all the way back on Wesley.
Yeah, this is a big-time drive. This is a potential game-changing, game-winning drive here. Get that momentum back. But that red zone, we've seen both these guys sort of struggle in this red zone.
Run, Bo. Come on, get another stop and you win.
Bo knows where to go, and it's the end zone. Touchdown, Mike Spoto back on top.
Back and forth we go. Spoto throws a bad pick 6, but he bounces right back, fights through the adversity, and now he takes the lead. It's going down to the wire, Nick.
20-16, the score. Spoto off the pick 6, able to retake the lead, and now Wesley comes out on offense. And TD, for somebody who's so good on offense, hasn't been the best offense days. We take a look at Bo one more time. He's going to walk in on the stretch run. Wesley's been able to put points on defense, but his offense hasn't looked quite as Wesley-like as we're used to seeing.
No, it hasn't, especially early on. Started the game with that pick 6. Starting to get a little bit better. It's been the red zone that's been tough for him, but that end of that first half drive where he was able to get 3 was big. We'll see if he's got a clutch drive in him.
Oh, a beam to Randy Moss. Look at Randy Moss laying out for that one. That's why you got 84 out there, wide receiver.
That's why you put him in the slot, too. Goes with that flood play. Slot receivers on that deep out route. Beats man-to-man. Randy Moss making plays.
Gannon, 1st and 10. Stepping up, pressure sent by Spoto, and it's going to get there. He'll lose a couple on the play. Spoto looking for a little fumble Ruski on the play. He's actually going to pick up a yard with that defensive play.
Sending some heat, and Wesley had pretty much everything open too. He just couldn't get enough time. He couldn't buy enough time by scrambling, and Spoto gets the sack.
But Ty, you want to talk about one of the biggest things that makes Wesley great? That stepping up in the pocket instead of just falling back, it turned it from a sack into actually a gain on the play.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And right up the seam, there's prime time. He's right in position there. What a throw to end the fourth quarter, and take a look at this treat from Sacktown native. Wow, these games today are fire. Madden League Ops putting on a show for everybody once again. This tourney is the real champs. Big shout out to everybody hanging out there in Cali.
On,
I miss hanging out with all you in Cali. I miss the studio, Tyler Davis. I miss Redwood.
Redwood, the Pullman, the studio, we miss it.
On,
but we're having a blast here, and we're calling a great game. Wesley is really starting to heat up. He's throwing lasers. Spoto's going a lot of zone blitzing, and Wesley's just dialed it in. But this is where Wesley has struggled. Can he switch some things up?
Uh-oh, pressure, and Gannon just gets rid of that one. Spoto was screaming on that.
Yeah, Spoto's doing a great job, too, mixing it up. His coverages, when he blitzes. Wesley has kind of struggled, too, when he's bringing that heat. He's had some things open, but he just can't buy enough time to get the ball to them. And like I said, this red zone has been Wesley's kryptonite here. He's got to think a little outside the box and try to get something going.
2nd and 10.
Pick it.
Gannon over the middle.
Unbelievable, bro. It's unbelievable.
Oh my God, unbelievable. I just got so lucky.
To TD. Touchdown for Metcalf. Absolutely mossing him.
Oh,
Pandemonium at their club championship. He threw it up. 50-50 ball, and DK Metcalf comes down with the aggressive catch. Oh my goodness.
12th man, stand up for your boy. DK Metcalf putting his stamp on the game with that catch. Let's look at it one more time. DK Metcalf over the top. Who's that in coverage? That's either Sean Taylor or Prime Time.
Sean Taylor.
Oh my God.
Oh, even Wesley can't believe it. I'm shaking my head. I'm in shock. DK Metcalf over Sean Taylor. Spoto has got to be sick.
All about fighting through adversity. Spoto is scrappy. Second and 4. Only down by 3. Rolling right with Gannon, looking for anything downfield.
Let's go.
Waits way too long.
Come on,
and he'll
this
take
is
the
it.
sack.
This is our stop.
7.
Great user right there by Wesley. That was such a good job with his user. And now Spoto, he's fought through adversity before, but can he do it again? The pressure's really down on him right now.
What a throw. What a throw, but I think he's going to be just short. Looks like it's going to be 4th and short, but what a read over the middle. Finding the halfback.
This could be your ball game here. What does Spoto do on 4th and inches? Whole playbook's open. Does he go goal line? It looks like he's going to put in the ball carrier on aggressive. This has got to be maybe a stretch or potentially an audible to goal line fullback dive.
Fourth and short.
Let's go!
Can Wesley get the stop? The defense stands up! Taylorsville, Georgia! Stand up for your man!
Go,
Wesley
man.
Giddens with a huge stop!
It's 7 in the game.
Defensive stand from Wesley on 4th and inches. What defense? He blows up the fullback dive with his user. And if he gets 7, like he just said, this could be the game.
3:05 to go. What a ball game. We still got 3 games to go today. What a day of Madden action. Marcel Reese picking up the first down. And this is where Wesley is so dangerous with the lead and a chance to run it out.
This is a game. This is the game of the ages right now. Again, just like last game, Wesley's defense. He's not known for his defense, but his defense stands up for him.
TGL Wesley. I mean, 818 Wesley making plays. 1st and 10.
That's a dive.
Left side. Got him. Put it on the board for 84. Randy Moss with what might have been the sealer.
Absolute laser to potentially advance to the final 16. That's just big-time John Madden football by Wesley. He gets the defensive stand on 4th and inches, and then he throws an absolute beam to go up 2 possessions.
Wesley Gittens, is he destined for a belt one more time? Too easy for Randy Moss.
Blood concept's got a streak in the middle.
Come on.
You heard him say it. That's a dog. Randy Moss, corner route, boom.
Uh-oh, Spoto looking over the top, looking for Tony Gonzalez. He's matched up one-on-one on a linebacker. Great find for Spoto just to get down the field. He's still very much in this game. Looks like Wesley took a timeout, stopped that clock. Is there a thought of kicking the field goal here?
This is a tough decision. This is really big. That's a big-time dot by Spoto. He's staying alive, though. He's not quitting. I think he takes a couple shots here.
Look at Jemiah's World saying this Spoto versus Wesley game is intense. Try being in the booth, G. Use that hashtag Madden Club Championship all day long. What a day. What a day of action. This is what we live for. This is why we watch competitive Madden. Spoto on the 35-yard line. $1:59 to go. Fins Up News says whoever wins in this Spoto versus Wesley matchup is going to go far. Gannon. Don't forget the other game we have. We're all focused on this one. The other game we have, TD. 2 belt winners, Drini and Kretobin. They're sitting there going, wait a second. Don't say these guys are going far.
Pick.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man, that ends the game. Come on, Rod.
Nick, this is an absolute sweat fest right now. And Spoto's going to take his 3, so he's still alive. Almost a pick right there, though. But Spoto has a chance. Can his defense make something happen?
Here we go. This is the game.
Worst part about playing Wesley, TD, is these situations, because there are a lot of guys that would play conservative, run the ball, pick up your yards, use those timeouts. Wesley could come out and throw a bomb on 1st down.
He could, and that could be good and it could be bad. He could also throw a pick and put Spoto right in the game. But this is it for Spoto right here. It's do or die now. Got to make a stand. And for Wesley, 1 first down will seal this and seal a spot in the final 16. Here we go.
1st and 10. He'll hand the ball off. Jackson avoids the tackle, and he'll get down to the 31-yard line. That was a big play to cut it to a 2nd and 4.
And he missed him in the backfield. He had him. It was a great rush inside to blow it up. But he went for the hit stick. He got a little greedy, but he's able to still tackle him before the 1st down. But now Wesley is only 4 yards away from glory.
$7,500 on the line. Winner of this game will take on the winner of our next game, Drini and Kretobin. AFC South, what a lineup. 2nd and 4. Goal line. Give it to Henry, fighting through tackles, but he'll only pick up a yard. 3rd and 3, 3rd in the ball game.
Interesting play call right there from Wesley. Not known to be a runner. It's 3rd down and 5. You're 5 yards away from going to the final 16. I 1,000% got to think Wesley's going to the air right here. This is what got you to the dance. He's going to go to that gun bunch and try to win this thing.
What X factor does Moss have? Because it's activated.
Double me, I believe. He's got him.
It looks underneath.
Man.
He's got him. Marcel Reese. Oh, so sweet to find Reese for the game for $7,500. What a battle from Spoto. But Wesley's 4th quarter, absolute perfection.
What a battle back and forth. I thought Wesley was throwing to Randy. Randy was about to be wide open too, but he checks it down. Marcel Reese, and that'll do it. Wesley Gittens, a.k.a. Wesley G, is going on to the final 16. What a ball game.
Call him Wesley, call him Joe Rice. You're going to call him the winner. What a battle here in this one between 2 of the young, fiery players in the game of Madden. It was Wesley with a couple more plays in that 4th quarter to take the win. TD, this one was just a joy to watch.